Hello! Welcome to Sagami Beauty. My name is Krysia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's going to be a very summery, very bronzy, peachy, glowy type tutorial using a new collection for summer from Clarins. It's their Frozen Summer collection. It is so gorgeous. I mean, the setting spray, the eyeshadow palette, bronzer, like the packaging is just delicious. It's juicy, it's fresh. We're going to be going over some swatches. We're going to be doing a demo. This is the look I created. Of course, I'll give you my final thoughts at the end as well. Is it worth picking up? Before we begin, of course, I invite you to subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I'm so excited. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing a giveaway very soon as we get to that point. Also, don't forget to hit that notification button because that lets you know when I do upload future videos. Leave me a comment, say hi. I love hearing from all of you. And I think that's it, you guys. Let's get started. So we have the quad. It's called Golden Hour Gradation. It does look like golden hour colors. Oh my god, the packaging. So pretty. We open it up. We have the sponge here. Take that out, and then we have the colors. Yeah, golden hour, very peachy, bronzy, slightly terracotta. I'll show you guys swatches at the end, of course, of each of the shades. So let's go in and start our eye look. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that shade there just to kind of like warm up the crease. Going onto the brush pretty well. Quite soft pigmentation. I've actually never played with any Clarins eyeshadows, so this is the first time for me. That blended in super nice. I'll build up the crease just a little bit with that darker shade there. Pigmentation isn't anything crazy. Just a very soft look. Let's use a little bit of that gold shimmer there with our fingers. So it's pretty, just very soft pigmentation. I'm gonna take some of that shimmer and just highlight my brow bone. Then I'll just take a little bit of that first shade there, fill in that gap as usual. I'm gonna try and use that shimmery shade for my inner corner, but I feel like it's so soft that I'm not gonna get much effect. So I'm gonna pick it up with the little sponge it came with. Oh, that's not bad. Let's take a little bit of maybe this shade here, just underneath. Gonna line my eyes and add some mascara. I'm back, mascara's on, liner's on, and I mean, it looks okay, it looks good. Just a warm toned eye look. The eyeshadow itself is really disappointing, you guys. I mean, you'll see in the swatches at the end, but there's just so little difference between the shades to actually make the look stand out, and there's so much potential in the undertones, but the consistency while being creamy is just very low pigmentation, and so when you blend everything together it just kind of looks as if you're just using one or two shades. The shimmer is very underwhelming. It's overall just not good quality. I really am not going to recommend the quad. Okay, let's move on to the bronzer. I use one of their limited edition bronzers all the time in my everyday routine to contour as well as to buff out my under eye area. I use it every single day. So I really love the Clarins bronzers. I feel like they have those different colors in there that you can use separately or together, mix them all up. This looks like a straight up matte to satin type bronzer formula. This does have a scent, almost like a tart and fruity scent. Kind of like replicates what I think the campaign shows, like that popsicle, kind of like fruity and tangy. Has a really nice mirror as well, and the Copmpact is absolutely gorgeous. I just think they did so well with the packaging. It's just, yeah, so far it's not really a hit. So my trusty Sonia G brush to contour, and I'm gonna go in with just that top shade there. Decent pigmentation. It's a nice contour shade. Let's try the nose. Very smooth formula. Might be a little bit too dark for the nose. We can always blend that later. Right, let's go in with the blush. I'm going to be using the Matte Glow Play in a very peachy shade. This is going to be Heat Index. Super nice for summer. I always like to top that creamy type blush with a bit of a blush topper. I'm going to use from the Cherry Blossom collection from MAC as well. Look, Don't Touch. Just kind of sets the slightly creamy blush in place. Alright, let's go back to the bronzer and do an all over bronze, swishing all of the colors together. Just swirl them all. It's quite hard packed, so it doesn't really give you like a ton of pigmentation, so you can kind of go in quite heavy. Like warmed everything up. It's very sheer, so you can really kind of build it up. All right, let's highlight. So MAC Double Gleam. Every time I highlight, I feel like I lose blush power. I'm just gonna go back in and just blush a little bit more. Last but not least, a lip. So Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk. And I'm debating whether to go nude lip or bright coral. Nude, bright coral, nude, bright coral. Bright coral. This is the Lip Glow Max in coral, which I think is now discontinued. Sorry guys. Holo Pink is actually similar. I do like how it turned out. Let's do swatches first. I'm going to show you guys what I mean when it comes to the eyeshadows, and then I'll kind of give you my final thoughts. So I do have a box light on it, giving it more credit than it's due really. That gold shade is pretty, and that second shade from the left is sort of that crease shade's really pretty too. First one and the last one, they're underwhelming. And I expected a lot more from these shadows actually. And those are the bronzer shades separately, and then the color at the end is all three blended together. Okay, so those were the swatches. And I forgot to use the setting spray. It is so pretty, oh my goodness. Called Fix Me Up Spray. Let's just do a quick set here. Very fine mist. The bottle is quite small though. 50 mils, which is pretty much half the size of most setting spray bottles. I think the Charlotte Tilbury is about 100 mils. It smells very beautiful. A tropical floral type scent, but still some freshness. Still a little bit of like a sea salty freshness to it, and it feels very comfortable on the skin. My final thoughts, you guys. So what do I think? Well, 2 hits and a miss. The eyeshadow quad, no good. I don't recommend it. I don't feel like it stands out. I mean, the packaging's beautiful. If you feel like the packaging is gonna make you happy pulling it out and using it in the summertime, by all means go for it. I just feel there's way more better eyeshadows out there. And for this type of look, we do have a lot to choose from. I mean, we have the Natasha Denona bronze palette, which you're getting, I believe it's like 12 shades, 15 I think actually, for about $80. Whereas this quad was I think in the 40 range, so it is not worth it. It's not that they're not creamy or blendable, because they are. They don't stand out. This shade here is underwhelming shimmer wise. This shade here is underwhelming. So technically you just needed those 2 other shades to create this look, I feel. The bronzer is absolutely beautiful. It is such a sheer skin-like formula. I can't even explain it. And it's quite hard packed. It's not like those big gelée hard packed formulas which get a coating over top and it's really hard to dig into over time. No, I don't foresee that happening with this formula. I just feel it's so finely milled in addition to being hard packed that you're just gonna pick up a small amount of product evenly each time you go in and swirl and apply, and then you can just really build it up as much as you need to, and I really appreciate that. I like the scent. It's very just fruity tart. I like having the 3 different shades. I could probably contour my nose with that one versus that one. A real contour on my face using that shade to just sort of build up some definition. It's a beautiful product. It's a lot of product. It's 18 grams. If you love the packaging, if you love a very just like natural, well-blended bronze effect, absolutely. I recommend this one for sure. And then this spray. I mean, it's 50 ml, it's not a huge amount of product. The nozzle gives off a very fine mist. It does smell like summertime, a very, very chic South of France summertime smell, slightly floral, slightly salty. The bottle is just divine. It is just the cutest little popsicle bottle ever. I mean, I still think it's in that 40-something dollar range, so it's not cheap. Aloe leaf juice, glycerin, some citrus extracts, rose water. There's some decent ingredients in here, and I just feel like made everything look cohesive and glowy and dewy, and I absolutely love it. All right, that's it for today's video. I do hope you found it helpful and enjoyable. Don't forget to subscribe before you guys go today. All the best, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.